Hi everyone, it's Cass. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you, hopefully like a stress-free, easy ideas kind of video. My last video was all over the place because I was kind of going back and forth between my planner's not working, my system's not working, I don't know what size I should do. And I thought I'd break it up a little bit on this channel and give you something that like totally has worked for me and I don't see myself changing anytime soon, and that is the easiest reading journal layout you will ever use. Ever. So if you are interested in bullet journaling themes, if you're interested in easy reading journaling, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first things first, I do have full setup videos on my BookTube channel, so I can go ahead and link those videos below. This was my 2023 reading journal, and this is currently my 2024 reading journal. Both of these are Archer and Olive bullet journals in the 8" by 8" square size. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of these journals because I have a stash of maybe like 3 backups. And Archer and Olive has just gotten really, really difficult to shop from recently, especially in these kind of like oddball but popular sizes, because I don't really see a lot of the 8 by 8 sizes offered anywhere else. I might have to like scale down to an A5 bullet journal just because those are all so readily available. But anyways, that's what this is. The size itself doesn't matter. This just ended up being my preferred size for the reading journal. I can easily alter my layouts if I needed to in a different size, but that's what I'm working with. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, I want to show off 2023 because that's got a little bit more to it. Again, I have the whole setup on my other channel, so you just can get a feel for how I do the setup. That's not particularly what this video is going to be about, but because I worked so hard on it last year, I definitely want to show this one off. And I made some changes to the bullet journal this time around, but these were a lot of like my go-to spreads. Oh, I accidentally ripped that page. That was not intentional. So much fun. And then I did some monthly spreads. The end of my reading year definitely fell off. Like I hit the ground running at the beginning of the year, and then my end of the year kind of fell off. I have to give credit where credit is due because this bullet journal layout idea would not be possible without a very, very lovely person on Instagram. Their Instagram handle is booksergosum. And I had been following their account for a couple of years now, and her reading journal spreads are just divine. She really gave me the inspiration to kind of go with this layout of having a table of contents, and the big game changer and why this made this the easiest bullet journal setup you will ever need and ever use is she broke the books up in sections of 10 books at a time. That was my biggest hang up when it came to trying to get some type of bullet journal going. And as a matter of fact, let me show you the bullet journal that I did try, like the reading journal that I did try before I discovered and tried to give her method a go. So before I started doing 10 books at a time, I had seen so many reading journals, and this was 2022. I had seen so many reading journals, basically, oh, I didn't even do that. There's so much in here that I didn't do. This one really fell off. Oh, there's a lot that I did the same. Okay, so I was doing them by month, and because I had originally started like bullet journaling, monthly, setting up all my monthly setups. This was kind of the same. And I would just kind of wait till I finished a month. And then I would do some stats for that month. I had some more quotes going on, which I kind of missed that. Maybe I'll bring that back. Had the calendar and the title page. But the problem is that like, I didn't know how many pages I would need. I was not really able to set things up. This is basically where it ends. I was not able to set things up ahead of time because I didn't know how many books I would be reading per month. And this is when I just kind of like threw my hands up and realized that the monthly version of doing any kind of reading journal just isn't it for me. It just doesn't work for me. Maybe I'll bring this theme back though. That's cute. Okay. So when I found Books Ergo Sum on Instagram, I discovered that she does 10 books at a time. So she can easily set up 10 different pages for the books at a time. I'm a huge pre-decorator because when I have the time to decorate, I love to decorate. When I don't have the time to decorate is when things like this happen, where it starts out as a good idea in theory and then just doesn't ever see like it go all the way into fruition. And I really hit my stride last year with this kind of method. I picked something very easy. So you saw the first theme was lilacs. My attempt at lilacs anyway. I did lilacs, then I did those daisies, little strawberry themes, pretty cute. And the idea was if I could just pre-decorate my pages. The downside to this kind of method, if you are a pre-decorator, you probably already know this. The only downside for me is that sometimes the theme does not line up with the book. And if you're someone that really wants to create those like really cute spreads like this one, I read the first 4 Heartstopper books, graphic novels, I should say, and I wanted to do something like to completely dedicate to Heartstopper because it was just so adorable. That's like kind of like the downside, the trade-off. But if you've always wanted something cute and just knew that you were never going to have enough time for something like this to kind of decorate as you go, that's why this is the easiest method you're ever going to find. The other thing that I loved about this, I tried to do that with the January stats in this previous iteration of my reading journal, and this turned out really cute. Is doing a stats page for each 10. That kind of made it easy for me to do like different graphs because I'm just like that. I have a whole spreadsheet. Like, to be honest, this isn't even the nerdiest that I can possibly be because you haven't seen my spreadsheet, my Excel spreadsheet where I do all the tracking and all the graphs, but I did want some kind of visual documentation. So that's basically what I do, is I'll start with a table of contents and a splash page, decorate out for the next 10 books, and then do the stats page. And then I get a fresh start and do another 10 books. So I tried to be very easy with my drawings. Basically, I'm not an artist, and I found I would basically type in like easy flower doodles. That was like my search, my keyword search there. Easy flower doodles, and then I would pick 2 primary colors and just kind of go to town. So this really did get me through my first initial goal, was to get 50 books read last year. I went past that just a touch, but then my reading definitely fell off towards the end of the year. So I think I read actually like 82 or 83 books last year, so you can see I didn't really get a chance to fill it back in. But because the pages are already set up for me, I could definitely go back in and like print off the other things that I missed and kind of complete this journal if I had the time to do that. Okay, so once again, so I think you get the idea. I just kind of want to show all the different themes that I had if you're looking for some theme ideas. Again, I just typed in easy flower doodles. That was like my theme for the first go around of this bullet journal style. Easy flower doodles. And then, oh yeah, that's where we can see that I started just putting the titles in and never got into the documenting of the book. And then I think, oh, I did end up going all the way to book 76. And I think this is the last theme that I have in this book because then I ran out of pages. So that's just kind of like an idea of like the number count. But look how many pages that I did end up doing. Like this feels, even though it's like incomplete, this still feels really good and productive to me over this version where I was trying to go a month at a time. If I finished a book and all I was left with was a blank page and I didn't document it right then and there when I finished the book, clearly the page never got done. But if I had some pre-laid out drawings, pre-laid out spreads, there's a higher likelihood that all I would do is just, as soon as the book is done, all I have to do is print off the picture and then write my thoughts. So that's why this is the easiest you're ever going to find. And Books Ergo Sum, her Instagram still is like so much inspiration. She has like done everything from like the very simple just flower doodles. Then last year she really branched out and did like more gouache paintings, which were adorable. I could never. I'm clearly a marker and sticker gal. If you're someone that does like to see how much you read per month, because I also like to see that, I did dedicate these kinds of pages. Like I do still have a way for me to see how many books I'm reading per month. And that doesn't take away from like my being able to set things up ahead of time and decorate ahead of time. So I've done 3 themes so far in 2024. So the first theme was this moths with those earthy colors, and I'm still not through my first 10 books of the year. So I'm pretty close though. I've already read 8 books this year. It's because I've been powering through the Bridgerton series, so that helps when there's like an easy series for you to follow along with. That's that. This is Remain Nameless, a fan fiction. It's so beautiful and lovely. Okay, that's my current spot. And then I've already kind of pre-figured out the stats page. And then my next theme is crystals. Again, using this is Lauren Phelps Designs washi. This is the one that I just finished today, and I love it so much. Did this just kind of like this abstract theme. I am a person that loves to document these kind of silly little things. And if you are someone who loves to document silly little things, maybe this kind of layout will work for you. And I hope this kind of serves as some inspiration for you. If you need to take screenshots of any of those themes that I kind of flipped through from last year, this year, even my small attempt at a reading journal for 2022, feel free. I'd love it if you took any inspiration from this. And while you're at it, go ahead. I'm going to link Books Ergo Sum in my description below. Go ahead and give her a follow on Instagram because she truly is the real MVP of this kind of layout for me. And her spreads are just next to none. They're so pretty. They're so gorgeous. Love her Instagram so much. All right, everybody, thank you again so much for tuning in and checking out my reading journals. I hope this was helpful for you, inspirational for you, and if you have any other good ideas for themes, feel free to put some down in the comment section below. I'm looking for easy here, easy doodles that we can do with a fine liner and some markers. That's my life right now. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. That really does help my channel to grow, and I appreciate y'all so much. And then, of course, you know how these videos end. I'll talk to you later. Bye!